We recently had Vincenzo Abruzzese, the proprietor of Valdicava, here at Best Wines recently. And he came in, tasted us on some stuff, and we were blown away. He's like one of the best producers in Montalcino. He's a rock star. He signed our little canvas here. Like his thing, he did it all in Italian, but basically translated, it's like stuff that like makes you cry. Right? He's like one of these guys, he writes like 2 sentences, and you're like, it's beautiful. I mean, he's this guy. And that comes in, who he is kind of pops up in his wines too. They're just wonderful, emotional expressions of Montalcino. And he's a serious guy when it comes to his wine, and he takes the quality very seriously. So, what we have here is, thank you, Vincenzo, for taking your business seriously. Because in 2011, for some reason, well, first of all, yields were down a lot in 2011. It was a warm year. There was a lot of work to be done in the vineyard, and that work cost him a sizable percentage of his harvest. Now, on top of that, the warm years are kind of less typical, I think would be the best way to put it, because when they're hot, it kind of evens the playing field, and a lot of the wines kind of end up expressing themselves the same way, because the predominant character of the vintage is not necessarily the terroir, but the heat, the weather plays a factor into that. In cooler years, the better sites prevail and you get the stronger sense of terroir in place, but in the warmer years, not so much. So basically, at a warmer year, crops down, I forget what number he said, 35, 40%. So what's the guy to do? Well, first of all, he didn't make his Madonna di Piano, okay? The $200, $250 single vineyard Brunello that he's really known for. Then he's like, I'm not gonna make my regular Brunello. So there's no regular Brunello. So that $120, $130 bottle guy just, boom, gone. All the juice went into cha. So the 2011 Rosso Di Montalcino from Valdicava it's more than baby Brunello. Usually sometimes the term for a great Rosso Di Montalcino is, oh, it's a baby Brunello. Well, this is not a baby Brunello. This is much more than that. This is a Brunello from a very warm, delicious, ripe year that was declassified into something that it shouldn't have been declassified into. Well, I'm not going to say that, or as Vincenzo will be like, you don't know what you're talking about, you were in harvest. Thank you, okay, I get it. It is a special wine, this Rosso di Montalcino. So 100% Sangiovese, 100% really good Sangiovese, from one of the top producers in Montalcino, from a delicious, warm, outgoing, generous year. When you taste this wine, you'll see what I'm talking about. You need to buy a bottle, taste it, and you'll be back. It is one of the most scrumptious, engaging, fabulous Sangiovese deals I think we've ever been a part of. The wines on the shelf are south of 30 bucks. So when you consider that there's Madonna di Piano and the regular Brunello in here, run, don't walk. This is a truly unique wine drinking experience for the money. Grazie Vincenzo.